How's your son doing?
He's adjusting. He's been diagnosed with idiopathic gastroparesis.
Okay.
So,
Idiopathic, of course, means we don't know.
so he's gotta be, as you know, on the special diet, and he's, on medication. They have him on temporarily Ritalin, but because of side effects, they wanna put him on something a little.
Oh, I'm not aware of what you would treat it with, but
You know, one thing I was reading, and he's meeting with the specialist Thursday, is that, they've been using low doses of erythromycin with some success.
I just don't know.
Yeah, well, and we have an appointment during this break in January with the top specialist in Boston in GI and motility disorders. So that we're happy about.
It'd be nice if they came up with a specific diagnosis.
Yeah, that was half the battle.
I mean, what they really have is idiopathic, we just don't know.
Yeah, but he feels when he eats certain foods he's not supposed to, he feels the difference.
Yeah.
Feels
Morning.
uncomfortable.
Shabbos.
Hi. Good Shabbos, man. So we'll see. How are you doing?
Okay, my knees so bothered. It's all better, just knee.
Oh my goodness, if it's not one thing, it's another, right?
Right, so I'm a little big around my knee. I still have cartilage there, so I'm not quite ready for a transplant.
Oh goodness. Oh,
This is my knee meniscus is probably a little torn up. In a few months, we're still bothered, so maybe we get an MRI at that point.
yeah.
If I would consider surgery, if I don't want to have surgery, forget it.
Hmm. Boy. Not a fun situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knees can be very painful.
Right, well, it's been bothering me for many years.
Yeah. Just a question
Now
of,
it's just persistent.
right, it's just,
But it's gradually improving.
well, that's good.
Yeah. How are you?
A little bit better, but not all the way.
No?
No.
Oh, what a bummer. Did you were gonna see your pulmonologist?
Yeah, I went this week. He didn't have much to add. He thinks it's mostly my reflux
Oh, yeah.
that's acting, that's causing my troubles. So,
What a bummer.
all the docs say, how about talking to the other doctor?
Oh, boy. I so dislike being shuffled like that. It's like.
Well,
somebody-
it's just, sometimes things don't have an easy
I know,
answer.
it's just frustrating. Because you want to feel better. Yeah.
We need a part for one of our bathrooms at home. I looked at the internet, and there's a plumbing supply place in Holyoke. So they said they're open Saturday morning or at 8 o'clock.
Right.
After they were closed.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't change their internet site. They don't have any hours.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
trek.
sure there are no hours.
That's too bad. It's a trek for you, but,
No, I did it on the way here.
oh, you did it on the way here. Okay, got it.
So maybe we're a mile out of my way. So.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, by us, there's,
It's just frustrating, they didn't change their.
they should. They should, because people are gonna turn to it for,
Yeah,
oh, that's a drag.
I'll go there back there on Monday.
There's a place by us in Northampton. It opens up like at 6 in the morning or something.
No, during the week they do.
Yeah,
The contractors come in and pick up their stuff.
exactly, but on the weekends, it's another story. Oh, It is lovely, it's true, so.
Beauty before the cold.
Yes, exactly.
Have you ever noticed that happen?
Yes, sometimes that happens.
Cheer.
Yeah, how you been doing, Rachel?
Oh, oh, you know, fair to you. Most things are going very well. Oh, thanks, but very little hearts in your life. Perfectly.
Yeah, some unfortunate sometimes.
Most things go well, and it feels like people are vulnerable or something, so that's like, that's like,
I like it,
oh, this is a whole piece.
I love it.
Thank you. That's great. Ah.
I was Cinta Storer here.
Oh, nice.
Great, yeah.
I was sorry to have missed it.
No, doing very nice.
Can I ask you another, at the end, there's kind of the, you know, the song after the very last part, and we're on the bit about immersing. What's that strange part in the music where, you know, you do that? What is that? It's so like irreverent, is that
I'm
supposed
not
to be?
sure why, I just know it's sort of, something he does, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I thought maybe it was supposed to be like reality setting in after the holiday and we have to live in a real world which is just so topsy-turvy or something. I couldn't
I
figure
just
it
don't
out.
know what that was.
I thought that was a tradition, but
That's
it's
what-
his tradition. Actually, what? He said, I'm sorry. Actually, what?
And I asked him,
Oh,
yeah.
I will. But I thought of everybody else except me.
Suzanne, that's,
Not the same,
okay,
not so great, but
oh, I'm sorry.
thank you for asking.
No, I've been thinking about it, giving my best.
We are turning to page 61. Zekayam Modehani Lefanecha Melechai Zekayam Modehani Lefanecha Modehani Bottom of the page. Ma tovu b'alecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu b'alecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. May this be an auspicious time, Adonai, for my prayer. Your love, O God, is great. Answer deliverance. If you haven't made your bracha on your talit yet, on 62, that third paragraph, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshenu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hit atef b'tzitzit. On page 63, second paragraph. Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi. Elohai neshama Tabi Orahi Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi Atarasi yitzhak to the Faktabi Modani Ufanechanu Baruch atah Adonai Amatzah Neshamos Livgar Remesim. On page 65. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who enables us to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, making me in the divine image. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, making me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, making me free. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives sight to the blind. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, clothing the naked. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, releasing the bound. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, raising the downtrodden. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, creating the heavens and the earth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, providing for all my needs. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, guiding us on our path. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, strengthening the people of Israel with courage. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, crowning the people of Israel with glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, restores vigor to the weary. On the left-hand side, the last 5 lines in English, may we find grace, love, and compassion in your sight, in the sight of all who look upon us, this day and every day. Grant us a full measure of loving kindness. Praise to you, Adonai, who bestows loving kindness upon God's people, Israel. And on page 83, Baruch Shamar, V'haya Haolam, Baruch Hu, Baruch Hoseh Bereshit, Baruch Hamer V'Yoseh, Baruch Hoseh Mekayim, Baruch Merachim Ha'aretz, Barachim Ha'briot, Baruch Mishlam Sachar Tov Librayav, Baruch Chado Ad V'Kayim L'Netzach, Baruch Kodem Atziut, Baruch Shema'u. Achichay ha'olamim, Melech Mishabachim U'For, Adei Shemo Agedol, Baruch atah Adonai, Melech Mehulal Batishbachot. On the bottom of 85, those last 4 lines in Hebrew. Romimu, Romimu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'hishtachkavu, V'hishtachkavu, Le'adam Radlav Kadoshu. Romimu, Romimu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'hishtachkavu, V'hishtachkavu, Lehar Kadsho, Lehar Kadsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. In the middle of 86. Hoshia et amecha, uvarech et nachalatecha, ureim Reign v'naseh man ha'olam. Hoshia et amecha, uvarech et nachalatecha. Reign v'naseh man ha'olam. And 87 towards the middle of the page. Torah Adonai Tamima, Torah Adonai Tamima, Torah Adonai Tamima, Meshivat Nafesh, Eidut Adonai, Nemana, Nakimat Eti, Pikudei Adonai Yesharim, Pikudei Adonai Yesharim, Pikudei Adonai Yesharim, Mesamchei Lev, Mitzvat Adonai, Bara, Ve'irat Einayim, Yirat Adonai Tahorah, Yirat Adonai Tahorah, Yirat Adonai Omed Eload, Mishpatei Adonai Emed, Tzadku Yachdav. On 88, again about the middle of the page. Mi ha'ish echafetz hayim, ohev yamim, liratov, nitzor l'sham chameira, usvatecha, mir masur meirav aseita, bakeshalvam, ve'rotfehu, mi ha'ish echafetz hayim, ohev yamim, liratov. On page 92, Hodu Adonai Kito Ki Leimo Hasto Hodu Elohei Ho Elohim Ki Leimo Hasto Hodu Adonai Ho Adonim Ki Leimo Hasto. Bottom two lines. No tein lechem lekol basar ki le'ol hasdo. Hodu li'el hashamayim ki le'ol hasdo. On page 94, the Psalm for Shabbat. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha el yom, ulezamer l'shimcha el yom, la'gid b'boker chazdecha, v'yemunacha b'leilot, Hallel asar v'alei novel, Hallel higayon b'chinor, Mizmor shir Yom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Hisemachthani Adonai b'falecha, B'maseh yadecha aranein, Ma gadlu masecha Adonai, V'yadam ku otecha, Mizmor shir liyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Last 6 lines of the page. Tzaddik tamar yifra, Eretz Balvanan Yizkesh Etuvim, B'veit Adonai B'chatzrot Eloheinu Africhu Od Yeduvan V'Sefa B'Sheinim V'Rananim Yeyu Haki Ki Ashar Adonai Suri V'Lo Avlatabo. On page 96. Ashrei, Yoshvei, Beitecha, Od Hallelujah, Od Hallelujah, Ashrei, Yoshvei, Beitecha, Od Hallelujah, Od Hallelujah. Malchutcha malchut kol olamim v'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor. You open your hand, your favor sustains all living. Tzaddik Adonai b'chol doracha, b'chasid b'chol masa. Tehillat Adonai yidaber pi, yivarech kavos Hashem kachal elam voed. Anachnu nevarech yah, yatav yad olam, hallelujah. On the bottom of 99, the last 5 lines. Hallelujah, et Shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado, Odo al eretz b'shamayim, vayarem kerem liyamo, tehillah lechol chasidav, livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Page 100, middle of the page. Hallelujah, 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 El B'Kadshav, hallelujah. Hallelujah, Birki Yakuzo. Hallelujah, 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 Big Burata. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Perov Goodlow. Hallelujah, 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 take a shofar. Hallelujah, hallelujah, b'nevel v'chinar. Hallelujah, 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 b'tov u'machol. Hallelujah, hallelujah, b'minim ve'ugav. Hallelujah, 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 b'tzil tzilei shama. Hallelujah, hallelujah, b'tzil tzilei truah. Kol hasham. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hanshama. Hallelujah, hallelujah. On top of 104. Nishmat kol chai tvarech Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu. On the left-hand side of the page, the bottom English paragraph. From Egypt you redeemed us,
from the house
of bondage you delivered us, in famine you nourished us, prosperity you sustained us,
You
rescued us from the sword, protected us from pestilence, you saved us from severe and lingering disease. To this day your compassion has sustained us, your kindness has not forsaken us, never abandoned us, Adonai. We're on 105. Alachar Shabbat Chanu Fawer Chanu Baruch Hashem Kadshecha Ka'amur David Baruch Nafshi Sadana Yochal Rabbi Hashem Kadsho Rabbetatsu Makuzecha Gadol B'Kvod Shemecha Hakibur L'Netzach Manu Rabbeinu Ratecha Hamelech HaYoshev Akisei Ram V'Nisa Shochein Ad Maharam V'Kadosh Shemo V'Yisharim Titala, the Tzadikim Titbarach, V'Shel Chasidim Tisramam, V'Kerev Kedoshim Tiskadash, V'Magalot Riva, Amcha Beit Yisrael. Al Kol Divrei Shirot V'Tishbachot, David Ben Yishai, Adecha Meshichecha, Yishtabach Shimcha L'Ovad Malkeinu. Brachot v'hoda'ot me'atah b'yad olam baruch atah Adonai el b'ach gadol b'tishbachot el ha'hoda'ot v'atzon ha'nifla'ot ha'bocher b'shirei zimra melach el-chei Olamim. On page 107, lines 3 and 4 together in the Hebrew out loud. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or uvorei choshech oseh shalom uvorei atachol. And Kiakachad and Alena Biolama Zabi and Zuma Kalakin or Chayalam Hava, Ethis Mutachagalan Limot Hamashiach, and Double Hamoshia, the Triata 18. 108. El Adon al Kol Hamasim, Baruch Uvarach B'fi Kol Neshama, Gadol B'tuvo Malei Olam, Da'at Tvuna Aso B'Motav, Hamidka Ve'achayot HaKodesh, Dor B'Chavod Al HaMerkava Zechut U'Mishar Lifnei Chiso, Chesed V'Rachamim Lifnei Chavodo, Tovim Mi'ora Eloheinu Yitzoram B'Da'at, Ino Vaskei Koach Ufura, Natan Bahem Liot Moshlim B'Kerech Tevel, Meleim Zivim Fikim Noga, Ezivam B'Chol Ha'olam Tzemechim B'Tzeitzam, Milbevoam Osim B'Yeim Aritzam Kam Pe'er, Avod Notnim Lishma Zahava, V'Zecher Machuto Kara Hashemesh, Ra'a v'hitkin surat Havana, Shavach notnim lo, Kol tzeva mara, Tiferet u'kedula zerafim, v'yofanim l'chayot HaKodesh. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. La, 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 la. Lai, la, 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 la. Die, 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 die. 109. Lo Eila Asher Shavad Mikol Hamasim. Baruch Moshiach Shelach Masei Yadecha. Gomer Shasitz Baruch Haselva. 110. Kitvarach Sureinu Makenu Hagawaleinu Barakedoshim. Kulam Ahuvim, Kulam Berurin, Kulam Giborin. Hamosavim of Yerutzam Konam. Kulam Hakim Pia Mikdash Avatar Bashur Zimra. Mavarchim, Shabim Farin, Ritzim Makdishim, Mamlichim, Et Shem Hawel, Malchagala, Gibarvano, Rakadoshu. The Kulam Makabla, Malam, Machat Shemaim Zemi, Zev, Rashid Zelazet, Agashias, Obenachat Ruach, the Sub of Arov, and Imakidosha, Mulkechet Onim, Yamrin Kibira, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai, Sva'o, Lochacha Aretz Kivoto. V'afan the Chad HaKadosh Barashkadom and Nasi l'Masarafim. V'asam Shalom v'Yomrim. Baruch Kivod Adonai Mincham. Har Chadash Al Sion Ta'ir. V'niskech u'manu meherali yoro, v'chatzad anai yotzer ha'ara. Start us off. Ve'ha'werenenu b'toratecha B'mitzvotecha ve'yached levavenu V'yahava u'yira et shemecha La'levash Ba'ed ki b'shem Ha'shecha Ha'gadol Ha'nora V'havi'enu l'shalom Ve'arba kanfataret L'tolicheinu Ki elposh V'keraftanu Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Yisrael v'yafa Elach Nevan Shema Yisrael Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha Alevavecha Uvechal yadecha V'hayu Hayam al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha V'shivtecha v'veitecha Uv'lechtecha b'derech Uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha Tam liyot al yadecha V'hayu l'tavtafo B'nein einecha Uv'isharecha One 13, end of that first paragraph. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Le'alpachem Le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. Amen. Yatzim. L'dar v'adar hu kayam u'shmo kayam chesed nachal Malchutav v'yemonatav lo'ad kayam bet L'vorach hayim v'kayam v'nemanim nechmadim. Last 4 lines of 113. Emet shataku Adonai Eloheinu, Hey Avoteinu, Nakeinu Melech, Avoteinu, Goaleinu, Goel Avoteinu, Yotzreinu, Tzur Yeshuateinu, Odenu Matzilenu, Me'olam Shemecha, Im Zulatecha, Ezrat Avoteinu Atahu Me'olam, 114. Towards the end of that first paragraph. Ram v'nisa gadol v'nora mashpil geyu magbi ashifali motzi asir v'chodanav v'yozer dalim yon eliyam eliyam yisrael v'yetcha v'meilav tilot le'olel yam baruch v'varach Moshe v'nei Yisrael chanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamru kulam mi kamocha Shira Chadasha, Sheklugilim Shimba Svatayam, Nechakulam Adavim Nechavi Amru, Nayim Lach Liyalam Fared, Shur Yisrael, Ufdei Kenumecha, Go Aleinu, Adonai Tzvaot Shema, Kiddush Yisrael, Baruch Adonai, Olam Yisrael. Son Amida starts on page 115b. And there's also a beautiful meditation on 121 and 122. That's all in English.
We have one more in Jones downstairs.
What's that now?
We need one more.
Just one more, and then Jones downstairs.
Yes.
Page 117, Yismach Moshe. Yismach Moshe.
Yismach Moshe v'matnat. Yismach Moshe v'matnat.
V'matnat chelko. Ki eved neman. Karata lo. Kaleel tiferet. Yismach Moshe v'matnat.
Yismach Moshe v'matnat. Yismach Moshe v'matnat. V'matnat elko.
V'yamda lefanecha. Ushnei luchot avanim. Yismach Moshe v'matnat.
Yismach Moshe v'matnat. Yismach Moshe v'matnat. V'matnat elko.
V'chatu bahem.
V'chatu bahem. Shmirat Shabbat. V'chein chatu. V'chein chatu.
B'toratecha.
Yismach Moshe v'matnat. Yismach Moshe v'matnat. Yismach Moshe v'matnat. V'matnat elko. Shomaru b'nei Yisrael
Et HaShabbat.
V'asot et Shabbat. L'toratam v'litorah. Elihu b'nei Yisrael. Oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai. Hashamayim v'haaretz.
Uvayom hashmini.
Uvayom hashmini. Shabbat. Shabbat. Shabbat v'yinafar.
Bottom of the page, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, V'tei v'mnuhateinu, V'tei chelkeinu b'toratecha, V'taher, V'hanti leheinu,
Shabbat Hashem Yisrael
On page 118, the left-hand side, the bottom paragraph on the left, the one in the bigger letters, we proclaim. We proclaim that you are Adonai, our God, God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for miracles that daily attend us, and for your wonders and gifts that accompany us evening, morning, and noon. You are good, your mercy everlasting, your kindness never ending. We've always placed our hope in you. Page 120, top of the page. Sing shalom tova uvracha, ein v'chesed v'rachamim ba'olam, Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael. Baruchenu Avinu, kulanu ki echad, kulanu ki echad, v'yar panecha. Ki ve'ar panecha natata halanu. Torah chayim, gavat chesed, utzdacha bracha v'rachamim, v'chayim v'shalom, v'tov b'yeinecha, levarech et amcha, Amcha Yisrael. B'chol eit u'b'chol sha'a, chol eit u'b'chol sha'a, b'shlomecha. On the bottom of the left-hand side of the page, the bottom paragraph, prayer of Rabbi Nachman, grant me the privilege of the liberating joy of Shabbat, together with me, of truly tasting its delight. May I be undisturbed by sorrow during these holy Shabbat hours. Fill my heart with gladness, for to you, Adonai, I offer my entire being. Help me to expand the dimensions, to extend its spirit to the other days of the week. Show me the path of life, the fullness of your presence, the bliss of being close to you forever. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. May the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us and to all the people of Israel. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama, Yaseh shalom aleinu,
Ve'yachol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen. Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu, Yachol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu, Yachol Yisrael.
V'imru, Amen. So we're in Pirkei Avot. We are on page 275. Someone like to start us off on the top of the page?
There are four types among those who attend the house of study. Those who attend but do not practice mitzvot, they receive a reward for their attendance. Those who practice mitzvot but do not attend regularly, they receive a reward for their performance. Those who attend and practice mitzvot, they are saintly. Those who neither attend nor practice mitzvot, they are scoundrels.
Well, there you go.
Any thoughts about this?
Well, it's more important to practice mitzvot than to attend, but both are even better than just doing mitzvot.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed studying this. It's very interesting. But every time I hear this one, I just feel so estranged from being able to use it myself because I don't know, it seems, we know enough about psychology, about people's unconsciouses and all of that to know that this kind of just, they are scoundrels. I mean, it sounds funny because the word we don't use very much anymore, but like, nobody is totally like I mean, there are criminals, and I can see that. There are people that, for whatever reason in their past or present, they are just evil, and they're pursuing evil lives. They're pursuing things that will hurt others. They're pursuing false things for many reasons, power or whatever. But it's
You'd rather have a more,
people that, like, you could call a scoundrel, except somebody that I won't mention that was elected.
you
I mean,
want a less judgmental term
Yeah,
for somebody who doesn't come
just
to,
plan it in advance to be evil. There are people who do that, murderers, power people, money for money. The motives are criminals, but I'm sorry to be quiet.
so you'd rather, so what term would you use
I
for
don't
someone who doesn't learn anything, has no intention of learning anything, and doesn't actually put any Judaism into practice?
How many people would do that? I don't know what, I don't see anybody doing that, so I don't know how to characterize that.
I mean, scoundrel is somebody who's actively evil. They might have somebody who just doesn't do good, and so it's not my business to do good.
The Hebrew is evil.
They do evil.
Rasha.
So they do evil, they don't
Yeah, that's
just, they don't
the
just stand,
the translation is the big thing.
oh, okay. They don't just stand aside and do nothing.
Very, the Hebrew said, Pirkei Avot says they're evil.
And there are people that we've heard about recently in the news, where they do evil, and I'm sure there are people who have done that. And
Okay.
there are
So
people
what you're
that we
saying-
hear on the news are Jewish and have horrendous things, but then, that's.
But what's a term that we could use for somebody
That's true.
who doesn't do any mitzvot? Means that they're completely
They're not Jewish.
oblivious to Shabbat and Kashrut and Tzedakah. They don't pray.
Maybe they can't for different reasons. I mean, I'm now really truly about to get a job. I have a mental illness, and for years I would get fired. I had or no decent reference, or I get good references. I can't get, I'm like artificially poor. But I'm not artificially because the system does this, and I can't give except in small tokens. Do I like to sit home? No, it drives me crazy. Am I evil? No, I'm not planning, I never plan to do it. I'm not gaming the system. It's, so there are people
But
that make other
Judaically,
people judge as, oh, well, she just comes and she never does anything.
Judaically, you came here today, you got the great mitzvah of being part of the service,
I do, and I do it since.
You're learning this stuff. So no one's saying to you, you're you're an evil person, because you could possibly do a little bit more. We're talking about people who have great zeros as far as all that's concerned.
What do you do with a person who doesn't come to synagogue, doesn't practice the religious mitzvot, but yet is very actively engaged in charity?
So he is doing a mitzvah.
Yeah, they would.
He is doing a mitzvah. I'm thinking of somebody, in Springfield that I sort of blurted out, where are you going to be for the high holidays? And he said, hiking in the woods or something like that, communing with nature or whatever. But he's also a former, president of, the Jewish nursing home. He put a lot of work into the Jewish nursing home. So do I call him an evil person? No, because. So we're just talking about somebody who's a real zero as far as Judaism is concerned. Judy, what were you going to say?
I want to say that if you consider the synagogue as the house of study, that I, and maybe a lot of us, belong to the first category. I tend to serve, but actual mitzvot, I really don't do that. And that's an anomaly, and I question myself on this a lot, and I'm not just today with this, but there it is, I don't know what to say.
A much wider inclusive form, personally.
Yeah.
I think a house of study can mean many things. A house of study can be opening your heart and really seeing what's there clearly. And practice is of kindness and goodness can mean many things, not just giving money or observing Shabbos a certain way. It can be being kind to somebody who, by saying hello to them when they look lonely. It can be offering a kind word to a cashier in the supermarket. Those are. So I guess what I'm suggesting is that there is a real wider inclusive way to interpret this in a way that I think many of us might fall into a bit easier.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a mitzvah if you have imposed on somebody's space and you say hello in a proper manner.
Right,
give it to the
exactly.
circumstance.
Yeah.
And they smile back and say, oh, they're happy too, or you share a little moment. And those are easy, and sometimes I think, oh, that's kind of selfish, that person doesn't want to feel bothered. There's something I can see, I give an example of that, I might take up time. And then the other person is happier too, they say, have a great day, or you joking, and that's to me mitzvah.
Yep.
You can't just do that either, like anything else.
Okay, very good. I think we'll have to agree that they're oversimplifying.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I think I'm just guilty. I feel guilty, whether I am or not, and that's this.
All right, well, I think we're ready for the Torah service. Page 139. Steve, do you want to do the Torah service? What's it? Gabayim should come up. Yes, you are so right.
We are.
Do we need a Patsy Kaddish or?
Yeah, we're okay.
Ein kamoka ve'olim Adonai, ein kama Malchus, Malchus, Kohanim, und dem Schatzekal, Kol Adonai, Adonai Yimot, Miyam Baem, Adonai Oz, Miyam Yitem, Adonai Yibarek, Eloah Shalom, Harakamim, Tibaritonu, Etzion, Tinekomot, Yerushalayim, Tinekomot, Yerushalayim, Kiveka levad batachnu, Melech elam v'nisa, Adonai. Eden Zohar Haron, Vayomer Moshe, Kula Adonai, Yafutzu Adecha, V'yanusu Mishpanecha, Mipanecha, Ki B'tzion Tetzeh Torah, Ki B'tzion Tetzeh Torah, U'devar Adonai, miYerushalayim, Baruch Shem Torah, Torah, Baruch Shem Torah, Torah, V'yamo Yisrael,
Hasidic teaching. We build a house in order to live in it. Until we live in it, it's not really a home. So too it is with creation. God formed the world in 6 days, but on Shabbat, God came to dwell within it. And on each Shabbat, the world once again becomes God's home.
Kadisha Yakira, Anahimar Shufan, Eanaraket, Release me Kadisha Yakira, Anahimar Shufan, the Tita, baby, alright, the Tashling, the Shaling, the Hama, Israel, the Talukain, the Ishan, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Gadol Adonai Ite, U'Marama Shemo Yaktah.
כל השמיים והארץ, כי כל השמיים והארץ, לך אדוני ואני נעשה לך. Adonai Eloheinu, v'nishtachavu le'Adon Rav Kadoshu. Romanu, Adonai Eloheinu, v'nishtachavu le'Har Kadosh,
Ki kadosh Adonai
Thank you, Steve. Let's start at the beginning. Page 3. I think it'll be page 1. This will be on page 3. Yazar Gegen Geshel Chal Chasim Bovedim, Armein Hakol Hovel Galin, Asukavad Let's Torah.
Yamod Levi, b'makom Kohen, Nitza, Bat Menachem,
You have Kohen, one second.
Ubakia.
Kohen just came to the room.
Yeah,
Oh.
once she announced you, it's yours.
You cannot change.
Right.
Sorry about that. A few seconds too
Your
late.
timing was off.
Oh, she's swim meeting, yeah. Oh, what was it called?
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
Amen. Gracious Torah. All right, I love you, Master Shemayim. Guess our rest. Our rest. Sato bavo b'choshech al pnei tzahom. V'ruach Elohim rachefes al pnei hamoyim. Vayomer Elohim iyar vayehi. Vayehi or.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
We're on page 5, line 4.
Yamod Shalom ben Yitzchak Levi v'Zechariah.
Baruch Hu Adonai HaBaruch.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaBaruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher barka banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayar Elohim Asar Kitov Vayabdel Elohim Ben Har Ben Achoshech Vayikra Elohim Lar Yom Vachoshech Karaloyla Vayar Vayivoker Yom Echad Hayom Elohim Yirihi Rekia B'Sach HaMayim V'hi Mavdil Ben Mayim Lamot Ben Mayim Lamayim Vayhi Mavdil Ben Mayim Lamayim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher noten lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nota b'tokeinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
We're on page 6, line 7.
Yamod Shlishi, Michael ben Noah, Rachaleah.
Baruch Adonai HaBaruch.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bocha b'nu mikol ha'amim v'nosan lanu tzaraso. Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayas Elohim es harakia, vayavdil ben hamayim asher mitachas l'rakia, ve'en hamayim asher ma'al l'rakia, vayehichein, vayikra Elohim l'rakia shamayim, ve'er vayivoker yom sheni. Vayomer Elohim yikavu hamayim, mitachas hashamayim ha'makom echad, v'seirah hayabasha, vayehichein.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher noten lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam notan b'tokeinu. Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Tamod Revi'i, Abraham Basara.
We're on page 6, line 10.
Baruch et Adonai Chambara.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Chambara Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bakar banu mikol kol amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayikra Elohim vayabasha eretz l'ukmei hamayim kara yamim vayar Elohim kitov v'yomer Elohim kasher oretz deshet esav masriya zera eitz peri osepri lumina asher zarabo al oretz vayihichein v'tosei oretz deshet esav masriya zera lumineyu v'eitz osepri asher zarabo lumineyu vayar Elohim ki tov. 10, 11, and 12 are 3 sentences.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nota b'tokeinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. We're on page 7, line 13.
Tamod Hamishi Yehudit bat Shalom V'Henya.
Baruch Hu Adonai HaMevarach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayer vayvoke yom shlishi. Yomer Elohim yimerosber ki hashamayim lehavdil ein hayomu vein halayla v'hayu lo saslu moadim u'yomim v'shanim v'hayu lemorosber ki hashamayim lawer al haaretz v'yehi chaim.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Where do you got those?
Sure.
Just, no.
We're on page 7, line 16.
Make a Mishaberach for all those who are ill. Mishaberach, Avosenu Avram Yitzchak Yaakov, Sarif Baruch Avalei, Yivarach Yirapet Nacholim.
I'll go to somebody. Elijah Grushevsky.
Joanna Yaz and Alex Trebek.
Okay,
I wrote Levy still there. Robert Carlin, the whole Carlin family.
sorry.
Jimmy Eisenstadt, Bobby Eisenstadt, Kathleen Brownstein, Bobby Levine, Kellen, and Joanne Solomon.
Tzila Bat Leah, Kodesh Baruch Hu Yimolei Rachman Aleim, Mosik Alaposo, Yishach Lehem Mehira, Refuah Shlema, Cholei Baram, V'Gidam, B'Tov Shal Cholei Yisrael, Refuah HaNefesh, Refuah HaGuf, Shabbat Hibel Yizok, Refuah Krav Olavo, Hashtabal B'Zman Ben Omar, Amen. All right, so we are on page 7, and we're at sentence 16, Vayas Elohim.
Tamod Shishi, Bela Bat Hershel Bagolda.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborah.
Baruch Adonai Hamborah Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. V'yas Elohim eshnei hamoros hagdolim, esamor hagadolim lemsheles hayal, v'esmor hagadol hakatan lemsheles halayla, yesak hochavim, v'teino sam Elohim berki hashamayim, v'ha'ir al haaretz, v'lemshel bayom u'valayla, v'havdil ein or ve'in hachoshev, v'yar Elohim kitov, v'yerev v'yivoker, yom revi'im.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Judy, can you read a little bit?
Sure.
That's the place I'll stick it right now.
That should go on. And then
I come here. Okay, well, you know, go again.
Talmud.
Talmud Yehudi, but Ruvain.
But Ruvain.
Lebluma.
The blue.
You have to repeat what she said, she can.
He just did,
He did.
he just did.
He does help you.
No, he
No,
No,
just
he
did.
called him.
He just did.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch
Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim Yishutzu Hamayim Sheretz Nefesh Chaya V'Yof Yofei Val Aretz Apenei Rakia Shamayim Vayivra Elohim Es Atanidim Hagdolim V'Skol Nefesh HaChaya Romes Es Asher Shotzu Hamayim U'Mineihem V'Skol Ov Kanaf L'Minehu Vayar Elohim Kitzo Vayivorach Hashem Elohim Le'mar Peru Urvu Muluas Hayamin V'Yamin Both Yurek Ores, Vayer, Vayivoker, Yom Kamishi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen.
Who's going to do the Kaddish?
Yeah.
All right, we can just consider. There you go. Judy, thank you.
Pleasure.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba.
Amen.
V'yamad v'rach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei.
B'chayim yom u'vayetu kol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agalam u'bizman kari. V'yimeru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach. Le'olam yomei omayah yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach. V'yit'ar v'yitromlam v'yitnaseh. V'yitahadar v'yitaleh. V'yitala. Shemei Kedusha
B'ruchu.
Le'hilam yimol birchata v'shirata.
Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran v'yalma v'yimeru amen.
Talmud Maftir Shana Bat Yitzchak Kohen
Here we go, we're on page 8, we go back to sentence 20.
Baruch Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Elam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Vayomer Elohim Yishutzu Hamayim Sheretz Nefesh Chaya V'Yof Yofei Val Aretz Apenei Rakia Shamayim Vayivra Elohim Es Atanidim Hagdolim V'Skol Nefesh HaChaya Romes Es Asher Shotzu Hamayim L'Mineihem V'Skol Ov Kanaf L'Minehu Vayar Elohim Kitzo Vayivorach Hashem Elohim Le'mar Peru Urvu Muluas Hamayim Vayamin Vof Yirev Aretz Vayer Vayivoker Yom Chamishi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Yamod Hava Shalom ben Yitzchak Halevi v'Zakiah. It's a Kia, isn't it? Tamud Gulila Shane about Yitzchak, Abraham, the notice.
V'zu ha'torah asher Moshe l'fnei Yisrael Adonai V'yad Moshe Torah ora, Torah ora, Hallelujah. Torah ora, Torah ora, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Torah ora, Torah ora, Hallelujah. Torah ora, Torah ora, Hallelujah. Yasher
We're on page 150 in the Cedar Rim. We are going to announce the new month, the coming new month. If you can, you stand during this prayer. On the left-hand side, let's read that first paragraph together. May it be your will, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, to reawaken us in blessing in the month ahead. Grant us long life,
Peaceful life, goodness and blessings.
sustenance and physical vitality, a life of reverence and piety. Slow down. A life free from shame and reproach, a life of abundance and honor, a reverent life guided by the love of Torah,
A
life.
our worthy aspirations will be fulfilled.
Amen. You want to rush through these requests for blessings. I want them all. All right. Mishasa nisim lavosa inu v'goalosa miyatus l'cheirus v'yigalosana b'karo v'yikabes nidachenu v'yarbakan fasaretz haverim kol Yisroel v'nomar amen. Rosh Chodesh Mar Cheshvan yeh b'yom hashlishi v'yom haravi habolenu v'kol Yisroel l'tova. And then you say what, you repeat after me, the new month of Cheshvan will begin on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
And then do the rest, could you read it? May the whole blessings for us and
for all the people of Israel.
Kadeshei HaKadosh Baruch Hu Oleinu HaKolamo Beis Yisroel L'chaim V'L'Shalom
Amen.
L'Sasa V'L'Simcha
Amen.
V'Yishuel Nechama V'Nomar Amen.
Ashrei,
Ashrei,
Yoshei, Ashrei,
Otechet yedach ha'masbiel ha'chai rotzah tzadikim v'chol bracha v'asid b'chol masal. Bottom 152. Tilat Adonai yidaber pi v'yivarech v'asher shem kashal y'olam b'wed v'anachnu nuvarech ya me'ata v'yadol.
Hallelujah, Adonai, Kiddushka Shema Adon. Vashamani, Vayaren Keret Yamo, Tehillah Chasidam, Israel Am Yerobo, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. David,
All right. So I'm trying to remember the name of the movie and the play about the Scopes trial.
Oh, I can't.
Inherit the Wind, that's it.
Inherit the Wind?
Very nice.
I thought of that and I rejected it. But
Yeah, it's Inherit the
Inherit the Wind. So which side were you rooting for?
Wind. The teacher.
The teacher. How does that fit with what we just read in the Torah? I mean, how do you cheer for Darwin and and still read from the Torah about the earth being created in 6 days, 5,780 years ago? Yeah.
I feel that it's just a time measurement in this certain time. And by choice, I believe, okay, take Sabbath, it's important one day a week, Shabbat, and keep it. But it can be eon, you can say, instead of days, and instead of eons, it's, I don't think it has.
So instead of six 24-hour days, you're saying if the sun's not created till the 4th day, then you're basically talking about each day could be a billion years,
Right, exactly.
as far as the Torah is concerned. So you can be an Orthodox person, for example, and a scientist, and not have great conflicts between them. And even Rashi says this. Yeah.
If you accept the fact that time is flexible, and what has always amazed me, even to this day, is that they got the order right. 5,000 years ago, the order is right.
I don't know.
It started with light, but just the way it's described, and on each day, that's the order that the scientists had said was probably the way everything was created.
That's great. All right.
Although we probably
So
invented it.
we have this concept of Dibra Torah B'Lashon B'nei Adam. In other words, the Torah is written in the language, the simplest language of people, so that it's not a science textbook, not meant to be a science textbook. It's a concept that that perhaps some of there might be something to God having something to do with all the things that happen. For example, let's talk about the earth, for example. You have other planets, and there's not the right amount of oxygen. We have just the right amount of oxygen, because without any oxygen, there'd be no respiration, right? For any animal. A little more oxygen, maybe as far as 25% instead of our 21%, the whole world would burst spontaneously into flames. So there's got to be something a little special. Without carbon dioxide, photosynthesis would fail, the plants would die, life would vanish from the earth. With more carbon dioxide, the heat would be trapped in the air and see by the greenhouse effect, and the planet would certainly deteriorate. So the sun is the right distance, because if the sun had been larger or placed closer to the earth, its heat would have destroyed our planet. Had it been just further away, it was in winter. Very uninhabitable planet. So there's got to be something special. Unless you say that there are millions of Earths out there, and just one hit it just right. But I like to think I'm here not just by chance. So, the part of Darwin that's that doesn't fit with our religious beliefs is that in Darwin's theory, there are, again, these random mutations. All right, just like I said, there could be a million Earths out there, and this is the only one that sustains life. In Darwin's theory, a lot of mutations happen, and survival of the fittest means that the mutation that works the best is the one that lives, and the mutations that doesn't that won't do well in our atmosphere doesn't do well and dies out. So that's a little bit different than how we believe. So but it's still overall very compatible to be a person of faith and a person of science. I just want to know if anybody else had any thoughts on that. Yeah.
I do, but I don't quite understand. I don't get into the debate about Darwin's theory. I don't know enough about it. But I thought there was also I don't understand how it can't be. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think that not only the mutations, but there also later became a theory that was also matches with sexual selection, and that works with mutation, so that it's not just mutations, but that if in a certain area, like birds especially, if the sexual selection of, the females like bright red cardinals, they don't like just, so more and more and more of one type that has a certain look, it's not just that they have to wait in time to mutate, it's that by and large, a certain group of this animal will be selected more and have the mutation and survive, something like that, so that I thought it was not mutually exclusive to be religious, especially in Judaism, and believe in Darwin.
Okay. Steve?
I agree with Rachel, and if you look at the evolution from the ocean to the earth to et cetera, that's evolution. And so it's another type of evolution, and self-selection and so forth in terms of survival, that all can be viewed as fitting. So I agree with Rachel.
Hi. I just wanted to make sure we had enough time to talk about a sad anniversary that's coming up. Remembering the massacre in Pittsburgh. This weekend marks the one-year anniversary of the attack in Pittsburgh, where 11 of our brothers and sisters were murdered. We continue to join Jews throughout the world in mourning with the 3 congregations that were housed in that particular building. Our hearts are with the families of those who were murdered and with those who continue to recover physically, mentally, and emotionally, and with the entire city of Pittsburgh and its Jewish community. We're grateful for the allies and communities who've shown support and love for those who stood with our Jewish community. We also appreciate all those who are working to keep our Jewish communities safe from harm. Again, this is one of the many emails that I got about this. How else might we respond to the events a year ago in Pittsburgh, the murder of 11 innocent people who happened to arrive early to shul? The message is not, don't come early to shul. Among the most powerful verses in the Torah is Leviticus 8:5. You should keep my laws and my rules, by the pursuit of which a person shall live. I am the Lord. The Torah insists that living a Jewish life leads to a fuller, more meaningful, more vital life. Our mission is to affirm our Judaism at this time, especially after Pittsburgh, especially as we witness senseless hatred, tragedy, and injustice. When acts of hatred destroy human lives and threaten the fabric of our community, we must respond by doubling down and embracing our Judaism. Each of us has the potential to inspire meaning and purpose in those around us. We each can be a source of light, love, and beauty, but we must also be purposeful, deliberate, and intentional. I'd like to read a poem that someone wrote about the people that were in that show that day. We sat in the back. We were 13 years old, itchy, tired. We didn't want to be there. We were anxious to leave our seats. We sat in the back to sulk, to count on our fingers how many more Shabbat morning services we'd have to endure before we could check the box for our B'nai Mitzvah. We picked at our nails, but we sang the blessings because we loved them still. The minutes limped along. We shifted in our dresses and our ballet flats that were getting a little too small. Our stomachs rumbled as we waited for Kiddush, and we sat in the back of the room. They also sat in the back. Our matriarchs, our door holders, the ones who had prepared the Kiddush that morning, the ones who knew the code to the building was the same as the year it was built. The ones who drove us to the service, they're the ones who sang in the choir, the ones who taught your children their aleph bets. They sat nearest to the entrance, the ones who walked with walkers, the ones who parked right outside the temple door to rest their stiff backs on stiffer benches each Shabbat morning. The ones who had seen their children and the children's children through the sanctuary doors. They built this place from the ground, and they sat in the back. We did not want to sit in front where we might catch the eye of the rabbi, where God might see our lips stumble on our prayers. We sat in the back so we might easily slip out to use the bathroom, to get a drink of water, to check the broken clock in the hall. We sat in the back so that we could be the first to leave. They sat in the back because they arrived early. They were our living ancestors, our minyan makers. They sat in the back and they knew your name because they'd been the first one to welcome your family into the synagogue with a warm hug and a boker tov. We sat in the back. We wanted to leave. They sat in the back. They didn't have time. They remember with love those who lived as Jews and were murdered because they were Jews. They would remember as well those who have stood with us in our mourning to carry the load of our sadness and to turn our grief into working for lives of blessing. Amen.
Don't sit in the back.
What's that now?
Don't sit in the back.
We are on page 182 for Ein Kelohim. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but are folks aware of what happened at Smith College?
No.
Yeah, just to say there were a number of swastikas at Smith College. There were a number of swastikas on buildings at Smith College, and they're doing a number of activities in solidarity. I heard it on the news very early
When did this happen?
this morning.
A couple of days ago,
Yeah,
the day before yesterday.
I think so. Yeah, so,
It's awful.
yeah, it is terrible. So,
It's been at UMass for several years. They know who's they.
Ein Keloheinu, Ein Keloheinu,
Ein
Keloheinu,
Ein Kamoshienu, Mi Keloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kemokeinu, Mi Kamoshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shektiru, Ahotenu, Livanecha, Erutartasani.
Page 183, we rise for the Olim.
Aleinu Shabbat Adon Rako, La Tekedula Yotzer Breshit, Shelo Asan Kubayim Arasel, Velo Samanu, Mishpot Adama, Shelo San Chalkinu Kahen, Vigor Alinu Kipamah, V'anachnu Korim, U'mishamani U'modim, V'nei Melech, Malchei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Notei Shamayim V'yosei Haaretz, U'Moshe B'Paro, U'Shamayim Ima'al, U'Shekhinah Zo, U'Shekhinah Zo, V'Kol V'Yeromi.
Hu
Eloheinu Eino, Emet Malkeinu, Efes Ulato, Hagatu B'Torato, V'yadatayo, V'hashivota Elavacha. Ki Adonai Hu Elohim, B'shamayim ima'al, v'yal haaretz, v'itachas eino.
Kagatu b'Torah techa, Adonai Yimloch v'Olam v'Oed.
V'nema v'Adonai, v'melech al kol haaretz, v'yom hahu, yireh Adonai echad, u'shemo
Your sites for this past week were for Abraham Goodstein, Greg Stalls, Adeline Borowski, Robert Firestone, and David Levin. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Mourners Kaddish, Yit Gadal, V'Yit Kadash, V'Yei Rabba, V'Yalma, Divrach, V'Yutei, V'Chayei Chon, V'Yom Echon, V'Chayei, V'Chol Beit Yisrael, V'Agala, V'Vizman Kariv, V'Yemru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Olam Le'Mayar, Yit Barach, V'Yishtabach, V'Yitpawar, V'Yitramam, V'Yitnaseh, V'Yithadar, V'Yithalel, V'Yithalal, Shmei Kutcha, V'Rich, La'elam, Minkol Birchata, V'Shirata, Tushbakata, V'Nechemata, Amiran B'Alma, V'Yimru, Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba ben Shemaya, V'Chayim Aleinu, V'Yakol Yisrael, V'Yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'Yakol Yisrael, V'Yimru, Amen. Joan?
Shabbat Shalom, everybody here, everyone at home. We wish everybody a wonderful Shabbat today. Max, thank you for a really moving service, and thank you especially for last references to Pittsburgh. Which brings me to my first announcement. There's going to be across the country at 5 o'clock in the evening on Sunday, some sort of a cyber tribute to connection to Pittsburgh. We're trying very hard this would only be appropriate for people who have computers, to get in touch with the congregation on Sunday morning with the proper connections. So that you can, if you want to, so that you can, sign in, to Pittsburgh and, at 5 o'clock, they will send you a live video of what's going on there in Pittsburgh in terms of ceremonies, and give you an opportunity to sort of plug into it if you want to send a message, or if you want to in some way, they'll tell you how to do this. Some of you may have already received this link from Federation. I think it came on Friday. And we're gonna set up a similar link for Sons of Zion. So just so that you know that and you can watch for it. I believe you have to sign up on Sunday morning in order to be part of the action at 5 o'clock in the evening. I think that's the way, I haven't read it very, very carefully, but I think that's the way it goes. It doesn't look complicated. But you will need to have a computer. People without computers, would not have access to
Won't work on a
this.
phone?
No, they didn't give any kind of phone, connection, for it. And I think there may be a way that you could write a letter, but I'm not sure how you get it to them if you don't have, computer access. Okay, so that's just, hopefully Tara is successful on Sunday morning and she gets it off to us.
You're talking about on a phone as in online on your phone?
Yeah.
Yes, it should. Anything on the computer should be able to go online on his phone, on Safari.
Yeah, but that's still a computer, you still need a computer.
Right. You just need online
Online
access.
access.
Yeah,
That's what he was talking about.
Okay, oh, I thought somebody that has no online
No.
access is what,
No, you should be
I
able
thought
to
he
do it
was
by your phone.
referring to.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think you should be able to do it,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
as long as you have online access. And, so also on Sunday morning at 10:30, Dr. Barry Sparks is running a workshop here for people in the mental health field at any level, and for any lay people who would have an interest in this type of a workshop. And the topic is Jewish traditions that these professionals use in their work. And so that will be here at 10:30, and anybody in the morning, anyone that would like to attend is welcome to attend and welcome to join in the discussion. This feeling is that it's not gonna be a large group, so, I think everyone would feel comfortable if they wanted to attend that. Yes,
The time again is
10:30 on Sunday morning. And it will be over by 12 or 12:30. Light refreshments are being served. The next big event, for those who haven't heard yet, which on Sunday, November 10th, the publicity for that will be, you'll get a lot of it in the next week to week and a half. So it's Sunday, November 10th at 11. He'll be giving a lecture, an hour lecture with a half hour for questions and then a brunch. So it's scheduled from 11 till around 1:30. And the topic of the lecture to me sounds absolutely fascinating. This first lecture is Jefferson and the Jews. As a little introduction, one of the three things that Jefferson wanted to be remembered for was a freedom of religion and statement that he made, and that's where the Jews fit in. So I think it should be very, very interesting. Cindy, is there something you wanted to add? Okay.
No, just, I think you said it correctly. The adoption in 1780 detail represented the first time in modern in policy had represented this time in,
had granted freedom of religion to all, including Jews, sorry. I'm still reading a draft. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was, so it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there are 3 more that are following, and you'll see the whole schedule, they go through the year, the last one is in May. We're excited about that. Okay, I guess that's all. Adon Olam.
Adon Olam Asher Allah Yisrael V'yet Nasa V'chefsaka Azai Melech Shemoni Ravi Acharei Adon Yimlach Yorah Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yiyeh Vehu Yiyeh V'tifarav Vehu Echad V'yein Sheni Am Shila Le'achbirah Ve'los ve'am Yisrael Tor Havli V'yetzara Ve'hu Nisi Yumanosli V'yati Shabbat Shalom
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat